the other misleading meteorologist, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's pushing a theory that says Democrats control storms. She wrote, "Yes, they can control the weather. It's ridiculous to lie and say it can't be done." Posted a map she finds suspicious. It shows the path of Hurricane Helene laid over an electoral map, which she says proves the government intentionally sent a hurricane to Republican voting districts, which is mysterious. The Biden crime family is using Jewish space lasers to direct the hurricanes to destroy President Trump's beloved Cajun fried chicken.
Trump's brain might be fried, but it's not from the sun. It's from too many Big Macs. At least that's what Jimmy Kimmel thinks. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. In a hilarious takedown, Kimmel suggested Trump swap his burgers for carrots to boost his memory. But wait, there's more. Bill Maher joined the roast, and things got so hot, Trump's tweets nearly melted the internet.
There's one thing that Donald Trump has stuck to, and there aren't many things. He's a real contradict head, but after all the whining and the bitching and the complaining and the allegations, Trump would like you to mail your votes in. And no one bats an eye. There's no explanation whatsoever. The election and the Supreme Court is yet to weigh in on Trump's claim that he has total immunity, which is slowing down the January 6th case, too.
You'll never have an honest election with a mail-in ballot. On mail-in voting, 20% of the ballots were rigged and broken and disgusting. Somebody got a ballot for a dog.
Jimmy Kimmel's been at it again, folks. This time he's cooking up a storm about Trump's diet, and boy, is it juicy. Kimmel's latest comedy bit is all about connecting the dots between Trump's love for fast food and his, let's say, interesting memory. Now, we all know Trump's had some memory hiccups lately. Remember when he mixed up Biden and Obama? Or when he couldn't quite recall which country he was talking about? Kimmel thinks he's found the culprit. Too many Big Macs. It's no secret that Trump's a big fan of fast food. The guy's been photographed with towers of burgers, and he's sung the praises of McDonald's more times than we can count. Heck, he even served fast food at the White House. It's like he's trying to make the Golden Arches part of the presidential seal. But here's the kicker. All those greasy burgers might be doing more than just expanding Trump's waistline. Scientists have found that diets high in saturated fats and sugars can mess with your memory and overall brain health. So Trump's favorite meal might be turning his brain into a McFlurry. Kimmel, being the helpful guy he is, had a suggestion for Trump's diet. Are you ready for this? He thinks Trump should swap his beloved burgers for carrots. Yeah, you heard that right. Kimmel quipped, "I hear carrots are good for memory and skin tone." Ouch! That's a double whammy, hitting Trump's memory issues and his famous orange hue in one go. Can you imagine Trump munching on carrot sticks instead of Big Macs? It's enough to make you laugh out loud, and that's exactly what people did. Social media went wild, with one user saying, "Kimmel just cremated Trump, and all I got was this lousy sense of satisfaction." Seems like Kimmel's roast was well done. But hold on to your MAGA hats, folks, because Trump wasn't the only one getting grilled in Kimmel's kitchen of comedy. He had another political figure on the menu, and this one's a real doozy. Think Trump's memory lapses were wild? Hold on to your umbrellas, folks. Marjorie Taylor Greene just opened up a whole new can of conspiracy worms. And let's just say, her theory about Democrats controlling the weather has Kimmel in stitches. Yep, you heard that right. MTG, the gift that keeps on giving, now thinks Democrats have their fingers on Mother Nature's thermostat. She actually said, "It's ridiculous to lie and say it can't be done."
On our show Tuesday night, MTG, Clan Mom as we call her, earlier in the day, called 3 of her fellow Republicans pro-pedophile for supporting Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's nomination. She tweets. After she saw it, she tweeted, "ABC contacts my employer. This threat of violence against me by Jimmy Kimmel has been filed with the Capitol Police." She called the police. After processing the fact that someone called the police on me, believe it or not, this has never happened to me in my life. I tweeted back, I wrote, "Officer, I'd like to report a joke."
Well, color me surprised. I guess we missed the memo about the Dems' secret weather machine. Maybe it's hidden in Hunter Biden's laptop? But wait, it gets better. MTG tried to prove her point by posting a map showing hurricane paths over electoral maps.
this afternoon. She wrote, "You weren't joking. You hide your misogyny and your racism behind your jokes on ABC. This was a dog whistle to the violent left to assault me or worse." And you're misspelled "you're," of course. Well, that's nice. She thinks I have fans. I guess that's good. But now listen, not only don't I condone death or any kind of threats against anyone, especially since I get dozens of them a week myself. This woman, you may remember, she's the one who endorsed fringe conspiracy theories and repeatedly indicated support for executing prominent Democratic politicians. Now she's dialing 911 because she got made fun of.
According to her, this was solid proof that the government was sending hurricanes to Republican voting districts. Because apparently, hurricanes are now registered voters with a political agenda. Who knew? Now, let's take a quick reality check. Scientists around the world are scratching their heads at MTG's claims. They're probably thinking, if we could control the weather, don't you think we'd have done something about climate change by now? But hey, why listen to boring old science when you can have exciting conspiracy theories, right? This isn't MTG's first rodeo with wild ideas. She's like a conspiracy theory vending machine. Put in a quarter, and out comes a fresh batch of crazy. From space lasers to Pizzagate, she's covered it all. It's like she's playing conspiracy bingo and trying to fill the whole card. But here's the kicker. These weather control conspiracy theories aren't new. They've been around for decades, with people claiming governments can manipulate weather for political or military gain. It's like a bad sci-fi movie plot that just won't die.
If she's gonna report me to the police, if that's how she wants to play it, I'll report you right back. And I won't go to the police, I'll go to the Justice League. Note to Jimmy Kimmel, not only would Marjorie Taylor Greene's husband make quick work of you, but Rep. MTG herself would make quick work of you. Kimmel would not last too long if he were interested in engaging in unprovoked, terrible violence against this congresswoman. Keep wearing a mask. Well, Senator Cruz replied to this. That was not written to him. Bizarre. 535 members of Congress can attend the State of the Union without wearing masks. Still not good enough for Hollywood.
So how did Kimmel respond to this weather-based wisdom? Well, he didn't hold back. He compared MTG's testimony to a game of Candyland. Ouch! Imagine being told your political views have the complexity of a children's board game. That's gotta sting more than a sunburn on a beach day controlled by the Democrat. But folks, the comedy train didn't stop at Kimmel Station. Oh no, there was another comedian ready to take a swing at this political piñata. So here's the deal. Comedy's not just about getting laughs. It's like a secret weapon for talking about serious stuff without putting everyone to sleep. Turns out a whopping 65% of folks think late night comedy is super important for political chit chat. And get this, if you watch these shows, you're more likely to know what's going on in politics and even vote. But here's the real kicker. Young people are ditching boring old news for these comedy shows. Can you blame them? It's way more fun to learn about politics from jokes than from some guy in a suit droning on and on. So next time you're watching Kimmel or Maher roast politicians, remember, you're not just laughing, you're learning. And in this crazy world of politics, sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying, or from throwing your TV out the window when Grumpy Trumpy starts tweeting again. Stay smart, stay funny, and maybe we'll all make it through this political circus in one piece.